Hello, Dwayne Brummett here from TriStar Martial Arts Academy, and I've got a really important question for you today. Do your routines, do they serve or sabotage you? Now, routines are important. They're powerful. In fact, they allow us to save time by, not having to make decisions. They can support you in your visions, in your goals, or they can actually work against what you want to accomplish if you're not careful. Now, we all have routines, but few of us actually choose our routines. We just happen to or seem to fall into them, and then we keep those routines, and unless they're obviously failing us, and sometimes we still keep them. So your current routines might be okay, but are they bringing you closer to your goals? Do they support your values and also your priorities? So I want you to take time to examine your daily routines and determine how well they serve you. Now, the question you might ask yourself is, can you make some small changes here that will enable your routines to serve you better? Absolutely. Even a small alteration in a routine can make a big difference because they're performed consistently over time. Listen, over time, these actions will add up. So, where do you start? Well, ask yourself some questions about your routines in these 5 major areas of your life. The first is your morning routine. Ask yourself some of these questions about your morning routine. From the time that your alarm goes off, until you're out the front door or the garage door, whatever it is, what do you do? What do you do when you get up? How many times does your alarm go off and you have to hit the snooze? What do you think about while you're lying in bed before you actually get up? What do you have for breakfast? Do you do anything else besides eat and prepare for work? And if so, what do you do? Are you doing those things optimally? In fact, how much time do you waste that you could be actually using as productive time? You want to ask yourself those questions about your morning routine. Now, second is your work routine. Are you taking an optimal route to work? That'd be a good question to ask. Do you get gas before work or after work? How do you use your time in your car? Kind of like I'm using my time in the car right now. How early do you arrive at work? What do you do first when you get there? Because there's a work routine that you have to do in order to get ready to even work, maybe. How much time do you waste at work? Think about those with your routines at work. Third is your meals. What are your eating routines? How do you choose the meals that you do eat? Do you buy your lunch or do you bring it to work? What is your snacking routine? Do you bring snacks to work or do you buy those as well? Do you prepare healthy meals ahead of time? Or do you just throw things together and eat what you can eat at the last minute? Now, I know sometimes that happens, but really, ask yourself those questions. Number 4, the fourth area of your life, is your evening at home, your evening routine. How do you spend your time after you get home from work is really what I'm talking about here. So think about your household chores, the time that you spend with your family. Are you making memories with your loved ones? And if so, how are you doing that? What hobbies do you spend time on, after work when you're at home? Do you use how do you use the time before you go to bed? What are you doing during that time? The fifth area I want you to focus in on is your weekends. How do you spend the weekends? What are your weekend routines? What do you do to rejuvenate? Do you every Saturday morning go to the donut shop and get donuts for everybody? Not healthy, but hey, it's fun to do. Do you attend church every Sunday or Saturday night or whatever? That's healthy and fun to do. Is your Saturday afternoon, family time, or do you play poker on the weekends? So after you have actually taken some inventory about your routines, the next question you want to do is then evaluate your routines and if any of them need to be altered. What is your general impression of your current routines? Are these, are there any obvious weaknesses or places where you would like to see something different happen? And if so, then you need to take action on that. You need to identify wasted time, look at your routines, and determine how much time you waste each day, including non-valued activities like watching TV, YouTube. You might actually be shocked about the number of hours that you're wasting on Facebook, even as some of you are watching this, right? Start thinking about how you could use the time that you do have better. Examine your goals, examine your values and your priorities, and take a few minutes to jot down these things, because it's not really possible to evaluate a routine without having criteria to evaluate it against. And this is an important step. So if you don't know what's important to you and what you want to actually accomplish, you will no doubtedly waste time and not move forward with changing anything. Also consider the challenges that you're currently facing in your life as well. Are your routines helping or harming or having no effect in solving those challenges that you're having in life right now? After doing all of that, now go back and create a routine that makes sense for you. Consider your current challenges and goals. Like I said before, what activities can you do each day to support what you're trying to accomplish? What can you do each day that will move you closer to your goals? I mean, what is the best way or best use of your time in each of these routines? Sorry, I was looking at a car up here. You might be able to accomplish more in the morning than you think. Before you get to before you actually leave to go to work. With a proactive routine for bedtime, you could teach yourself a new language or learn a new skill to help your career actually move forward. I mean, the question is, what is it that you want to accomplish? And then, set priorities and routines that are going to help you get there. Listen, you can accomplish anything with an effective routine. So the question is, what's your routine? Now, one of the best routines, and I'm a little biased when I say this, but one of the best routines that you could possibly have yourself or even your children in is the martial arts training routine at Dwayne Brummett's TriStar Martial Arts Academy. We have 6 major programs that we offer, and you can find out more information about those programs by visiting our website at tristarkarate.com. If you have any questions with regards to routines and how to move forward with that, maybe you have some different routines that you would like a little more information on or a little help on, let me know. I'd be happy to help you out. But again, if you want to find out any information about our school, you can visit us at tristarkarate.com. So evaluate your routines because those routines are going to help you on your way to success and or not.